All right, against my better judgment, I'm going to try to cross over this narrow, crumbly patch. I do want to get closer to the edge there, so we're going to take it slow and easy.
Just gotta like straddle it.
Hey there guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're headed to a location that I visited for the first time this past winter with Alan of Revenge of the Apocalypse, and that is the abandoned Springbrook Reservoir. While I was there, I said I want to return in the summertime to find out what's below the surface. That means some snorkeling and some underwater footage. Well, it's not summertime yet, it's still springtime, but I'm here today to do some reconnaissance work, to do some detective work. I did bring my 7-foot-long selfie stick to see what actually is below the surface, to find out if there's any fish, any wildlife, any debris of sorts, to see if it actually is worthy of a summer return visit. But joining me today, though, is someone new for the first time here. That is Mr. Matt PG. So he saw the video. He's like, Jay, I'd like to check that out. I said, well, I'm coming back for some, investigating work. I said, you're welcome to join me. So he is joining me today to find out for himself what the reservoir does look like in person. And we're going to find out what's below the surface. So make sure to check out his video to see his take on it. And if today goes according to plan and the conditions are favorable, I will indeed be back in the summer for some snorkeling and underwater adventures here at the Abandoned Reservoir. So without wasting more time, come along with us. So as we're making our way there, I just wanted to pop in to let you know that, as I mentioned, this is my second visit here. So first off, if this is your first time to my channel, I would like to welcome you. And if it's your returning visit here, I would like to welcome you back. Getting snagged on some branches here. So if you haven't seen my first video, which does cover the whole entire reservoir, including aerial footage and some brief history on it, you could find that video linked down in the getting deep in the pinned comments and the description. You'll find a link to my first adventure here. It's actually in the winter time and it was very icy and slippery, and maybe for some pretty funny bloopers in the end of the video. But we are here in April though, and weather has not been cooperating. It's been rainy most days out of the week. It's been chilly and windy, and today luckily we have a little break in the action. It rained all the first part of the day. It's supposed to rain later, so we're taking advantage of this opportunity to get there. The only thing I'm concerned about is I think the water may be a bit cloudy and murky, but we'll have to just see how it is once we get there. I won't be giving you a full tour of the reservoir since I've already done that. I will just give you a brief overview of it. More importantly though, I'm going to find a suitable location to get near the water's edge and stick the action camera. So fingers crossed that it looks okay, that we have some good visibility, and that it is worthy of a return visit in the summer. So I'm not going to keep rambling. I'll see you once we get to the reservoir.
1908.
All right, guys, we have arrived, and Matt's going to check it out. Now, if you have seen the first video where he's walking was covered in ice, I made it out roughly 15 feet and almost slid off a few times. But today we can indeed walk out there. So once he's done, we will give you a view from the top of the spillway. And there is an unfrozen reservoir this time. So at the very least, it's better conditions compared to last time. But yeah, let's actually take a walk out there now. Give you a nice top side view. And it's a show from last time this was here. Springbrook Water Supply Company. And it's 1906 or 08. And at some point was decommissioned, and the head wall spillway was dynamited to bring down the level and keep it at a very low maintained level without having them to come here and do any remedial work or stuff like that. Yeah, this is much better this time. It is kind of high. Looking down to the left there, about a 30-foot drop. Probably about a 40-foot drop over there.
One little slip through the way. So.
And there she is, open body of water. Now this reservoir used to be significantly larger and deeper. That bare area back there was underwater, and this went for a good distance. Up on the far side, I have shown in the previous video, there is train tracks. That's where a Reading Northern train came by on our way here. We were able to hear the rumble in the distance. And I do see some geese in the water too, so there is some type of wildlife. But yeah, this is really high. I don't want to stay up here too long. It is kind of getting to me. I'm gonna make my way down there somewhere near the water's edge, and we're gonna stick the Osmo underwater.
You're
so
not gonna believe what's on the QT.
Oh, I know. It's everywhere. I think he's
Yeah, I said I'm not gonna cross that little spot right there.
I want to see how it looks. I'm gonna cross.
What's that?
I'm gonna cross.
All right.
I'm gonna try anyways. I'm gonna leave this here. All right, against my better judgment, I'm gonna try to cross over this narrow, crumbly patch. I do want to get closer to the edge there, so we're gonna take it slow and easy. All right, not gonna lie, that was nerve-wracking. I'm almost shaking here. Like I say, I try to push myself out of my comfort zone. If I was by myself, I wouldn't have done that. At least Matt's here with me. All right, so we are near the edge of the spillway. That's the original height of it right there. And the big missing chunk was dynamited, I believe. So the water now just flows straight through, goes down there near the valve pump house area. And the water doesn't look all that bad. I mean, it's a cloudy, overcast day, but I could see some rocks in the bottom. So I think we could at least look beneath the surface. Yeah, this is a little nuts though. I'm surprised I did this. From here, it's probably about a 50-foot drop. All right, I'm gonna attempt to make my way back here. Realistically, if I was to slip and fall down either side, it wouldn't be good. I don't know if I'd survive.
You're going to take your...
No, I think I'll be all right.
Okay.
Kind of gives me something to focus on. The troubling part is once you cross it once, you got to cross it again to go back. This is actually harder here because I have to step down.
Honestly, I probably would crawl.
I might do that.
Well, let me put this...
I might give you my camera.
Yeah.
It's recording.
Okay.
I don't even know how I'm going to crawl across this. Just call the fire department.
Yeah. Just gotta like straddle it.
Why'd you let me do this? I'm trying to think. I don't know a safe way to do this. I think I need to get my feet first and then kind of put it over the side like you said.
Yeah. You kind of look, that's the where it's the lease there, kind of straddle it, sit on it like a saddle.
So like sit on here, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Because at least if something gives way, your center of gravity is on the wall.
My heart is going.
Like I said, you're a braver man than I am.
That was not wise. You know, the scary part of that is as I was making my way across, I heard just crumbling rocks falling down. All right, thankfully I'm safe and sound. My heart is beating. I broke out into a cold sweat. That was one of my not so bright ideas I've done before. But again, I only did it because he was here in case anything was to happen. I didn't think about how bad it would be coming back, but thankfully I did it safely. You guys got to see it on footage as to some of the difficulties we have to go through exploring these locations. So once I kind of regroup and get my heartbeat down, catch my breath, we'll head down to lower ground where there's no heights and we'll get some underwater footage. So this is the location I sat at last time to fly the drone. Let me go to wide angle here. Some graffiti, of course. I was looking back at the spillway. What my plan is to get down to this lower ground, and right there is a nice rocky outcrop right near the water's edge. I'm going to try to reach that, and hopefully there's a good enough spot to get some underwater footage, because right here there's like a marshy area where I can't get very close. So I'm going to head over there, see what it looks like, and one way or the other, I will find a location to go underwater with the camera. Now that the rain has stopped, we do have a nice break in the action, so I'm not going to waste any more time. I'll see you over there somewhere, and we'll get underwater. Now just keep in mind too, as I mentioned to Matt, where we are right now, we would be underwater if the reservoir was at capacity. Well underwater. So thankfully, we're not. We don't need any scuba gear to come do this. All right, this is that big rocky area here. Oh, this looks like a beaver dam. Yeah, I think this is like a beaver hut. But what I'm seeing though is some depth. I'm going to be able to get down right here near the edge and stick the camera down there, and I'm going to try to pan it about. It's not going to be crystal clear, I can tell you that right now. It is murky because with all the rain, runoff is coming in here and just making it cloudy, but it's not completely, you know, unseeable. Hey, look at that. You know what that is?
Beaver dam.
Yeah. Or beaver hut. I'll stick the Osmo in there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get set up, and next footage you'll see will be me sticking the Osmo under the water, and we'll transition to that camera.
Sign me out now.
All right, guys, here we go. There's no wind either, it's perfect. Now I'm going to come over here next to the beaver den and check this side of it underwater. All right, so Matt's behind me. He's getting some aerial footage with his drone. So thankfully the skies opened up with blue sky and it's nice and clear and calm, no wind, perfect flying conditions. So he's taking advantage of that right now. Now I did go back and watch some of the footage from the Osmo underwater footage. And as expected, it is pretty cloudy. I know you guys couldn't see a whole lot except for like the really shallow areas or things right in front of the camera. Nothing I could do about that. Just Mother Nature has not cooperated. It's been raining off and on for days. But it does give me promise though that I think if we come in the summertime with a nice dry spell, that we will have nice clear conditions. I'm pretty certain of that. It doesn't look anything, you know, like too dangerous or treacherous. I don't know how deep it gets. I don't know what's in the depths, but I am seeing promise though of a summertime return. And the area right here with this big rock that we're sitting on will make for a nice little kind of spot to set up, get geared up, and to go in and get some snorkeling done with you guys mounted on my goggle set that I have. So If you guys did enjoy the little glimpse that we got to see, then make sure you are subscribed to the channel and the bell is turned on, because when I do return in the summertime, hopefully Matt will join me, Alan, and whoever else, and we'll make a David here, hang out, and get a better understanding of what it's like below the surface. Even maybe going closer to the spillway. Who knows what we'll see down there? Maybe even the drains, the inlet pipes for draining the water. I mean, who knows? It could be buried, it could be visible, but one way or the other, I will return. As long as we get a nice dry spell, I think it's going to make for some much better conditions, and we'll be able to see much further. So with that being said, I want to thank you for joining today's little investigating detective reconnaissance video of sorts. This was just kind of spare of the moment thing. It worked out though, because he wanted to see the place and I wanted to come and get a better picture as to what it's like. If I'm able to, I will come one more time, at least by myself, before the summertime visit, to try to check the water again. It won't be a video, but just for my own curiosity, I'll watch the footage when we get some nice, clear, dry, warmer weather. But between now and then, I have a lot of other adventures planned. A lot of new things coming to the channel, including, well, I'm not going to spoil it. You just have to watch. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks to Matt for joining me. Check out his channel, which will be linked down below. And until next time, everyone, I'll see you real soon in the next video. You like my stick?
Reminds me of Alan on the
train?
The train. I was going to wrap things up, but I'm going to keep the camera going because I've almost fallen like 3 or 4 times just on this little walk back. And I made it last year. That was my goal, was to not fall at all last year. So I haven't fallen yet this year. And even with these good shoes, it's just that muddy. And Jay's just got the camera on me.
Now the sun comes out.
Yeah, and it's still raining.
Curse you, Mother Nature! Yeah, we left just in time. My hair is getting ruined and everything, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I hate it when it gets all frizzy.
I know. I have to go to the salon again. Man, that looks like E.T. Elliot.